Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Yellowstone Yams Dynasty here on College Football 25. We are back for the Season 3 off season, headed into Season 4 here for your Yams. Year 3 ended in triumph after a disastrous Mountain West Championship. We ended up beating Washington in the LA Bowl. If you want to go check out that episode, it came down to the very last play of the game. So it was a lot of fun. Clemson is our year 3 national champions, and before we go ahead and move forward, we are going to go through the roster so I can kind of talk about the future because we have finally hit the point for the Yams roster where we are kind of screwed. And let me show you kind of what I mean. So at quarterback, we're good for next year. We're going to have either McKinney or Tevin Crumpler. He should be the plan. It just depends on his progression. Running back will be fine between the halfbacks and the fullbacks. I'm not too worried about that. Same thing with receiver. We'll have 4 guys coming back, so we should be okay. I'd like to get one in the transfer portal if we can. Tight end, we're good. Offensive line, for all intents and purposes, with the guys that are coming in and the guys that we've already recruited, we should be okay. The problem is defense. Look at this. Edge rushers, all seniors. Right, edge rushers, all seniors except for one. That's right. We have one defensive lineman on the roster. Now, we did recruit quite a few guys in the trenches. And now I'm really glad because I didn't realize how dire it was. And then in the middle, we only have one guy as well. So, 2 defensive linemen on the roster currently. Linebackers a little better. We have Javier Rahman. He will probably end up moving to middle linebacker to replace that A.J. Flanagan role. And in the middle, we have Bryce Slack, who we'll see how he plays. And then we also have Lissy Moore, this guy that was pretty intriguing last season. So at linebacker, we'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it. Corner, this could get ugly really quick. We have 4 seniors, and then both Oki and Xavier Brown all season have been on that screen after the game that says that they are a risk to transfer. So we really don't want those 2 to transfer. We are in dire straits when it comes to safety as well. We only have 1 on the roster for next year. So this is going to be a very interesting offseason. Year 4 might be really, really bad. And that's how the Yams roster was designed. It gives you basically a 2 to 3 year window, depending on red shirts, to really, make your stamp on this team, bring in as much talent as possible, and then you're on your own. Base roster's gone. So we're hitting that point. We're on our own with our recruiting restrictions. We haven't been able to get to every single position, and definitely no depth. So it's going to be a really interesting offseason. I'm very excited for it. It will be one full video, so let's get on into it. I don't quite remember what step is what step, but here we go. I know it transfers are first, and as you see here, Xavier Brown, Timmy Oki look like they may be transferring. And this video, I've turned off the drums for you guys because it's incredibly annoying. So it's just going to be me talking over it, and then if we go into practice, I'll turn the sound back on. So the players leaving stage, and yes, no transfers. That is huge. Yes, Xavier Jarvis is gone. We also don't have anybody going to the draft. So this is pretty much the best thing that could have happened. Oh, A.J. Flanagan, 3rd rounder. All right, I thought it would put us to the top. So our Heisman finalist going in the 3rd round. That is huge. He's our first draft pick, arguably the greatest Yam of all time, along with Tyrone Easley. They're 1A and 1B. Take your pick. But that's definitely there on our Mount Rushmore right now. So, but we're losing a ton of guys. But that's hype. I'm so glad that we're not losing anybody to the transfer portal. All right, here we go. I think next up is where we get into the meat of things. All right, draft results. A.J. Flanagan. Round 2. All right, we'll take it. 2nd round for Flanagan. 89 overall. Love to see that. So I'm not exactly sure Okay, there's nothing else I can really do. Okay, so if you don't understand our recruiting rules, make sure to pause the video and go look in the description. We can only get the number of, before we go in here, we can only get the number of players that our star rating indicates. So if we look at the Yams, right now we are a 2.5 star program. So that means we can get 3 players in the transfer portal, plus anybody that is from the state of Montana. They don't count towards that total. So because any Montana player that we have a chance to get, we are bringing in. So now that we've seen our roster, it's going to make going through our commitments a lot more interesting. And this is also the point where we can actually see our guys' dev trait in the bottom right. So there's impact. I think that's better than normal. But we're looking for stars. So we got normal on Theo Thornton, the corner. Normal here on Ramsor. Boone is normal, but look, we're bringing in edge rushers. We're bringing in tackles. Star for the Lee Hester. Let's go. The 4-star is a star. Impact for Duvernay. Kohler is a star. That's huge. A 3-star edge rusher. Wide receiver, normal. He is the guy from Montana. The free safety, he might get some playing time super early. Zach Eakin, normal. Star. All right, I'm liking this. We're getting a lot of stars. Normal for Fry. Normal. Linebacker, normal. Center, normal. All right, we're on a bit of a normal streak. I don't like that. Left tackle, middle linebackers. Guards. An impact here for the 2-star and the tight end. And we've got Lamp. So, Lamp, I'm not even going to try to attempt to bring in. I don't want to waste the points on him, to be honest. So let's get on into the transfer portal and see what we can do here. Very, very interesting to see how this is going to go. We've been screwed on quarterbacks and stuff before. Okay, so first we're going to go to Montana, see if there's anybody in Montana that wants us. No data. Gosh, dude, why is Montana not a recruiting hotbed? I'll never understand. All right, let's look at all the players then. We'll sort by interest. Are there really only a couple guys that are interested in us? That can't be. Recommended? See, why is there more guys? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so a 3-star quarterback. Like I said, I don't really need a quarterback. Kieris Tolson. Like, okay, I guess recommended is the way to go. Okay, 1 running back. It's a 2-star. I don't think I want to waste money on a running back or one of our 3 spots. Fullbacks we don't care about. I'm just looking to see if there's like a 4-star or something. All right, these guys, all 2 stars. 1 tight end. Last season we brought in an offensive lineman. All right, defensive end. This is where it starts to get interesting. Okay, Brady Nasir. He's a transfer junior. I don't know if I want a junior, though. He was just on Washington. I'm going to add him to my board, at least for right now, because that's interesting, and I feel like we need one. Defensive tackle. This is... Why are we locked on literally everybody? All right, I'm going to put him on here, though, because he's a freshman. Mitch Sun. And we may not be able to have a lot of choices here. Darisaw, outside linebacker. He's a freshman. Okay. Quincy Coons, transfer. He's a sophomore from Louisiana. All right, we'll try Darisaw. Middle linebacker, anybody good? A 2-star from Louisiana. No thanks. All right, this is where we're desperate. Please. No corners. Free safety. Okay, this is going to be our number 1 guy. We are so dire for safety. He's a sophomore, Tyrone Kinney, a 4-star. I know that just means that he's Just based on rating, he'll be a little bit better. All right, so if that's everybody, and then I guess let's just go through the list here. Okay, yeah, so really not a lot of people interested in us. All right, I guess these are all the open prospects. Interesting. What if I do any state now? Yeah, this is not a lot of people interested in us this season. That's all right. I definitely see some guys here that I feel optimistic about. So we have a ton of hours, and we only have 4 guys on the board. I want to bring in 3 of them. This guy's number 1. Probably then edge rushers, probably number 2, and then probably Darrisaw, probably for number 3. On defensive tackle, though, how many did I bring in? I brought in 2 defensive tackles. Okay, I brought in a few linebackers, though. Maybe we should get Son. I know he's not necessarily better, but he's a freshman. He's a 2-star. He can grow, and we just kind of need bodies in the room, if that makes sense. All right, let's scout everybody at least, because we can afford to spend some points here. All right, I like this. 85 strength, 76 power moves, good coverage. Ooh, man. I'm liking Darrisaw. All right, how about Nasir? 85 finesse, good speed. Man, how can we only get 3 of these guys? Bad speed. Nothing amazing. Okay, so he's not necessarily going to be all that great. And then Tyrone Kinney. Speed, coverage. So he's more of like a box safety, I would say. All right. Well, I think now that kind of made my decision for me here. I think Darrisaw is really good, so I really want to bring him in. All right. All right, I guess we have to offer them all scholarships. Yeah, we don't know what his vibe is, but we'll bring him in week 1. Definitely playing time, I'm sure he's going to be all about. Remember, I don't want to go and risk the hard sell and not know what his hard sell is, right? All right. We're maxed on him. We're maxed on him. At least in this one, we don't really have a... All right, let's send the house here. All right, and then as soon as it looks like we're going to get 3, we'll take 1 guy off. Actually, never mind. I can't even go after this guy until we lose one of the other guys because I don't want to accidentally get 4. I could always cut him, but... and then just because we have all the extra points, why not, right? Looks like, what is that, championship contender is the best on his list, okay. And then DM the player. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to max him out. Worst case is I have to cut him. Because remember, our recruiting rule, we can only get the number of transfers from our star rating. So we can get 3. And just before I forget, I want to see where our guys are from. for the storylines, because I know we got a guy from, okay, Washington. We just played him. Washington State and Illinois. So a couple California boys is what we're going for. All right. Well, let's sim forward. Let's see what happens. Sim to the next week. Come on, show me something. Alfonso Lamp commits. We'll take that. All right, we made the top 5 for 3 of these guys. All right. So now it's just down to these 4. We're well ahead over here. We're ahead, and okay, so now I'm going to take him off the board because it's pretty obvious that we're going to win these other 3, it seems, at least. So I'm not going to even put more points into him. So I think for him, we're just kind of waiting. I know 2 of his. So is that enough? If I do the hard sell. Hold on, let's just see. If I do the hard sell, can we figure out what his deal is? How many of these? Okay, so there's 1 that has those 2. Ooh, this one as well. So we can't quite do it. So we're going to have to send the house again. Don't want to risk. All right, we know 2 for Darisaw. And we know 2 for him. We can schedule the visit now. Playing style. Can get him on a visit. I mean, come on, buddy. We literally just sent a linebacker to the draft in the 2nd round. Come on, man. All right, so we can't do anything else. Let's just sim forward. Come on, baby. Come on. Please. Top 3. All right, we're in the top 3 for everybody. Love to see that. Dominating. All right. And so now we can transfer over to the hard pitch, which is a lot better. So it was this one for him. Then we can remove these. Okay, football influencer. We can then add 10 more points. I don't think I've ever seen the one with these 3. Which one is this? This one. Maybe I have. All right. DM. Remember, if he ends up committing to us, we will end up just cutting him, assuming these other guys commit. So we're going all defense in the transfer portal this season. Can we get them to commit to the Yellowstone Yams? Come on, baby. Please. 1! The safety, so huge. Tyrone Kinney, welcome to Yellowstone. Bang, we got the linebacker from Sacramento, California. And we've got Nasir off the edge. Holy Toledo, what a portal. 3 probable starters. We didn't end up getting Sun, that's okay. But our first 4-star prospect. I don't think we've had a 4-star transfer commit to us. That is huge. All right, so we can't do anything else here in the portal. We've got 28 signings. Incredible job for the Yams. In terms of classes, where do we rank at this point? Number 30 in the country. Probably will still go down a little bit. We'll sim forward, though. That was huge. Huge. All right, National Signing Day. So we'll see what our top classes are. So we dropped to 38, okay? And then on our boys, does it show us their dev trait? Normal, and impact. All right. We're cooking. Position changes. Okay, so this is where I think the freshmen now come on in. So quarterbacks, we don't have, I guess, progression yet. Just looking, is there anybody that I wanted to... All right, so here's our freshmen. So we're now going to get to see some overalls. So we didn't bring in any quarterbacks. We didn't bring any running backs. Or this guy was a JUCO transfer. 65 overalls, kind of bad. Wide receiver, Wood over from Montana, a 60 overall. All right. Tight end, B.J. Henderson. We brought in Crother here. He's a 66, so more of a depth guy. All right, we got 2 67s coming on in. Not very good. But the good thing about this is we've got some actual bodies coming in. We recruited 3 centers. All right. Right guard. Looks like Venable is new. Maybe not. And then right tackle, bang, the 4 stars. We got a 75 and we've got a 74. So I think one of these guys will slot over to left tackle. I mean, maybe. Can I see the ratings? No. Here, let me see the ratings. Who's the better pass blocker? Both 73. Pass block power. Pass finesse. Okay, better run blocker. All right, so since we have Sutton here, though, I think I'm going to put Hester since he had our best kind of... Ooh, he could also be better at guard. I'm probably going to put him at left tackle, but guard? No, we have 81s. Guard, we're good. Guard is very lucrative for us. So we're going to move him over to left tackle. So Lee Hester will start as a true freshman. Duvernay will be our depth guy. Probably and we're going to probably need somebody at center. I don't know if Yelk, I mean, well, it just depends on progression. I don't know if progression is hit here yet. I don't think it has. So no left ends. We have a couple right ends. Okay, so the redshirt senior, Nasir, will be a 75 overall. And then we have Sterling Hare here. So I'm going to move one of these guys to left end. I think I'm going to move Kohler, assuming he doesn't lose much overall. He doesn't. So we'll move Kohler. Then we also might as well move Boone here as... Ooh, he could go to defensive tackle. Hold on. All right, Boone might save us here. And yeah, he will be our starting defensive tackle from day 1. As this junior transfer, Jerry Fry, is slated to start. We are in dire straits here. So it's going to be Nasir, Kohler. Now the question is Hare any good in the middle? No, he's more of a linebacker. Interesting. I mean, he is 85 speed. This guy's good. Hold on. All right, but Boone is going to be going to defensive tackle. We need help in the middle. I think Sterling Hare is going to have to start with these speed ratings. That's crazy. Probably going to start over Kohler. But I just need somebody as a left guard, or a left tackle, I mean. Or left end, I'm saying the words wrong. All right. Very excited now about this defensive line. It's not amazing, but it's passable, right? So I'm feeling optimistic here. Linebacker, Raman's up to a 78. Hopefully this is not our progression. So Darisaw, one of our transfers, he is a 72. Slack, 74. And Lissy Moore, okay. What do we do here? I mean, I don't think I'm going to change positions for anybody. Maybe Raman. What does he go to as a middle linebacker? He goes down. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to change anything, but we are definitely going to shuffle these guys around. I mean, just for fun, let's just move Beaver. Here's Beaver's ratings. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with this. We're just going to leave it. So Schmitz is a 66. 58 overall for Brian Mount. Not very good. And we only have 3 corners on the roster. Very good speed for these corners. But yeah, this is bad. How do we only have 3 corners? Not very good. All right, Kinney. Tyrone Kinney, he's up. He's an 82. That's awesome. Ecker is a 67. So Eakin, can he play corner is the question. So he's a 66 overall. I think we just have to bite the bullet and move him over to corner. He's not very speedy. Maybe Ecker is better suited for corner. He goes down a little bit. All right, let's see what we got for strong safety. Nothing. Oh, no. Our secondary is so depleted. My God. All right, so who's going to start at safety then? Strong safety. Speed-wise, Eckert hasn't beat, but acceleration, agility, that kind of stuff. Man coverage, better for Eakin. Zone is way better for Eckert. Yeah, I think he's just better. So Eckert will move to strong safety then. And Eakin will he'll still be playing. I don't know what we're going to do here. Can anybody play corner at line from linebacker, please? Anybody super speedy? No. Can Raman play corner? He's a 74 overall corner. Oh no, we are so toast. 3 corners. Yeah, we cannot come out of our base defense this season, and we only have 5 defensive backs on the roster. 6, I guess, total. Oh, this is terrible. All right, get ready to play a lot of snaps, boys. All right, and then let's look at our athletes here. I always forget this part. So we do have 2 athletes. Leonard Ramsauer, 6'2", 290. He's a 71. And Brock McGarry. All right. So what positions can he play? Okay, so he is an edge rusher as well. I don't think we need him at linebacker. So let's just see. Probably left guard is where, or left end is where we want him. So we'll put him at left end. That's awesome. Another guy for the defensive line. And please tell me McGarry can play corner or something. Yes, he can. All right, so we got another safety. Corner, and he's a 60 overall, so he is probably a, run support guy. Fullback. Brock McGarry, run support. Okay. Let's see what his 83 speed. All right, where's the defensive ratings? Okay, good tackling, power, block, shed, finesse. Oh, terrible coverage. This guy's booty cheeks, but all right, we'll put him at strong safety. We'll see what happens. At this point, bodies are just helpful, right? So that's what we're gonna do. They're probably gonna put some walk-ons on our team here, but very excited for Tyrone Kinney. Kinney, Zabian Brown, and Oki are transfers. We've only recruited a few safeties and one corner, Theo Morton, in 3 seasons. Oh man, every player now should be somebody that I recruited, unless we have a couple like Chris Ham that are hanging around. And I think that this is the progression, if I'm not mistaken. So not very good progression here from what I'm seeing. Hopefully that's not our progression. Please don't be. We need a better roster than that. All right, so we're done with position changes. Let's advance the week. Remember, I haven't done this enough to be sure. Training results, thank God. All right, hopefully you get a little bit better. We're an 80 overall again. Okay, so quarterback, Crumpler's a 75. That is huge. He went so much higher. Exactly what we needed. The accuracies, throw on the run went up. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. McKinney will still be our backup. So Tevin Crumpler era is starting now, folks. Running back, Antwine up to a 76. That's a massive gain for him, so he'll probably be our starting running back. Fullback, Reisner, he's going to be starting over Fahoko. Debata Wall. Stan Reisner leading us in touchdowns in his career. Wide receivers, England up to a 71. Coxey a 68. He'll get playing time this year, playing that bell role. Chris Ham and Hotch are back. B.J. Henderson up to an 84. This guy skyrocketed. Rashad Dallas. All right. He'll be playing the Gunderson role. Offensive line. Coates is a 74, so he will not start. Up to an 88. He got +7. Ricky Folan. Let's cook. The great thing about where we recruit, though, is these guys go absolutely nutty in offensive linemen. So our offensive line should be pretty good this year. Not a ton of progression for Miranda, but that's okay. And Sutton up to a 75. I don't think he went forward much. Davon Exum, we'll have to compare to see who starts. No ends. And, okay, Hare will definitely be starting. This guy, look how good. 89 speed. This guy is a monster. So it will be him and Nasir each on one end, it looks like. And then defensive tackle, Neighbors, monster growth. Let's go. That is so needed. So Quincy Neighbors, he will be our starting defensive tackle. Rahman did not progress at all. Are you serious? That's BS. Slack up to a 77. Lissy Moore up to a 77. So those are our 3 starters more than likely. Corner, Brown up to an 86. Oki up to a 79 with his 96 speed. We'll take it. Doesn't look like we get any progression for Kinney, I guess. And Eckert up to a 77. That's huge. I think he just got a +10. Aviles did not progress. Hardrick did not progress. All right. Well, that's the roster. Very hyped for Season 4. I feel like we did just enough in the transfer portal to make us still in that Mountain West Championship competitiveness range. Tevin Crumpler going up as well. Huge. We're not going to do, unfortunately, we're not going to do custom conferences. We're not moving up to the Pac-12 until we at least win the Mountain West. But let's upgrade our coaches. Before that, though, let's see if we have to cut anybody. I don't think we have to. Yeah, we have a very small roster, so we're okay. Nobody has to be kicked off the roster. We'll keep everyone going. So upgrading our coaching skills. Let me just go back to the recruiter. Oh, this is locked. Okay. So I don't think I wanted to go through this. I wanted to try a different tree, and that's what we're going to start to do here. All right, so we have a new quarterback. We have 20 points. I think I should just use it all on our quarterback here. Because you get that boost to throw accuracy at tier 4. But if we do DBs, this could be huge if we do the defensive backs. This one gets a lot of people, though. Cross-training. O-line gets boost to... Why would that matter? No, I don't care about that. Linebackers don't need to do that. Secondary. Okay, so I'm debating between doing secondary or doing Tevin Crumpler here with our 20 points. Man. I think I have to do the DBs just because we're so depleted. And last year we were bad there anyways. So we're going to go DBs. We're going to get them fully upgraded here. I don't know how much it boosts it, but we'll take it. All right. Chad Barber, baby. Why does it have upgrade coach skills twice? Not sure. Oh, wait. Do I have... So these are our guys' skill trees here. Glenn Rivers. All right. So we'll advance the week now. I don't think there's anything else we can really do. Not a stressful offseason, really. I thought this would be a lot more difficult for us. So I got some more players at risk of transferring. Okay. All right, time to set up the recruiting board and scout our prospects, of course. Now, before we get into the recruiting, let me just pull up. I just want to pull up our rules just so I can remind you guys of what it looks like. They are in the description. So we can only recruit players from the states of Montana, Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah. We must send the house and bring in every Montana prospect possible, regardless of rank or talent. In Idaho, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Wyoming, which is like that top cluster, we can recruit any 1 to 3 star prospects, but can only recruit 4 stars if they are initially interested in our program. No 5 stars ever. In Colorado and Utah, we can recruit any 1 to 2 star prospects, but can only recruit 3 to 4 star prospects if they are interested in us, and no 5 stars ever. So the only place we could potentially ever get a 5 star from is Montana. And then our program's prestige dictates transfer portal. All right. So let's get on in. Hopefully, can we get some secondary? Please, we are so thirsty. We are deprived. Please. Prospect list, come on. Big money, no whammy. Montana, please bring us home. Come on, Montana. We got a tight end. All right, so we have to bring him in. Sean Boyetti, or Boyette. We'll take it. Add him to the board. All right, let's go to our next state here. Where do we want to go next? Let me pull up the states again. 1 player from Montana. Of course, it's a tight end, a position we just don't need. But depth, I guess, is something to build. All right, let's go to Idaho now, see what we can do. Come on, Idaho. Bring us something good. All right, no 4 stars. Not a lot of prospects this season. But we can recruit all these guys. So I'm at the point where we don't want to even bother with 1 stars. I'm just going to say that right now. I do not care about these guys, so we're not going to go after them unless they were like a corner, right? But we don't have any corners. We have a running back, an edge rusher, and a tackle. Pretty cut and paste of what we've been able to do in these states in the past. All right, will North Dakota be lucrative for us this season? Come on, North Dakota. No prospects. That's the worst thing you can see. South Dakota, please. 1 guy. He's a 5-star. We can't recruit him. Doug Ehlers, no, sir. We can never recruit 5 stars from these states. Oh, I'm sick. He's right there. Dude looks so good, too. So that is the brutality of this type of recruiting rules, is you don't want to give us too good of guys. 24 ranked guy, though. Oh, this one hurts. I can't make an exception. Oh, man. The 5-star edge rusher. All right, Wyoming, you got to bring us home. All right, we got a quarterback. That's actually pretty big for us, though, because always need to be bringing in more QBs. So we'll bring him in, or at least look at him. So now we'll go to Colorado and we'll go to Utah. These are where we get the majority of our prospects. All right. So we can only get 3 and 4 stars if they're interested in us. And, oh, I see someone interested. Oh, we got a corner. Hold on. Jaquez Webb, the 4-star athlete. Oh, my God. Bring him in. 76th ranked player in the country. He has us 3rd. And Theo Goldstein, a corner, finally into us. Let's go. We've got tight ends. Bring them in. Oh, look at all these boys. Athletes. Safety! Yes. Wide receiver. All right. I'm putting them all on the board. No reason not to. And then we got some 2 stars here. So for the 2 stars, since we have so many 3 stars, like I have 19 3 stars on the board here. I'm not going to add these guys right now unless they're in a position of ultimate need. So like these tackles, middle linebacker don't really need. Quarterback, there's more guys above. Halfback, not really. Guard, like tackle, like too many tackles. Corner, I see a corner. We'll put him in. See the free safety. We need those bodies. I don't care. All right. That's huge. And I'll also put Minter up there. So Colorado always our saving grace here for the Yams. So now let's check out Utah. Our other chance. All right. So this one in Colorado and Utah, we can only recruit 1 to 2 star prospects, but can only recruit 3 to 4 stars if they're interested in our program. Okay, so I think I might have messed up Colorado a little bit. Hold on, let's go back. So open. So got to remember. Okay, initially interest. Just because they're open doesn't mean I can. So I cannot get Diggler. Okay, so that's one guy off the board. My eyes got a little bit too big. The rest of these guys have us. And then the 2 stars are fine. Okay, so only one guy I needed to remove there. Gotta make sure to follow my own rules. So I cannot go after these 2 4 stars. This 4-star safety, Antonio Judge. Oh, he looks juicy. But look at this. McInnes is interested. Eric McGinnis. Welcome to the Yams, buddy. So these guys are not interested in us, unfortunately, so we cannot go after them. They're open, but we're not in the initial interest, unfortunately. Now, the 2 stars we can. So we got a 2-star corner. Bring him in. D-tackle is kind of weak for us, so might as well put these guys on the board. Free safety. We're all about free safeties right now. The 1-star free safety, sure. All right. Cool. So a lot better of a kind of a spread, I think, this season. That's huge. Okay, so I got to make sure we go after McGinnis here, because I want to build Utah. All right, so 27 initial guys, but there's still a lot of guys as well that we can actually get on the board if we don't like these ones. So I'm not even gonna scout them, honestly. I'm just gonna, like I always do, everybody gets a scholarship. We have 625 hours this season. I don't know if that's better or worse, but before we do anything, we're gonna get everybody a scholarship here. These are all the guys that we at least want to take a look at bringing in. Quarterbacks, I'm going to wait on. This guy for sure. And I'm going to move him way up the board here. Remember, Montana guy, #1 priority. Here's the corner. Goldstein, you're going to have a heck of a career. Come to the Yams. All right, let's, so the quarterbacks I'm not going to offer everybody's scholarship because I'm not going to keep them all because we don't need a quarterback necessarily. Like, this guy's a scrambler. We'll wait on him. Safety, you're going up the board, at least initially. Welcome to the Yams. Julius Dragos, what a name. Alexander Spielman, cornerback, welcome to the Yams. You're going to be a big-time player for us, hopefully. Corners are going way up on the board. This guy's another, looks to be quarterback. Looks to be a quarterback. Jocelyn, here is a scholarship. Welcome to the board. I know he's a 1-star, but he's moving up. Safety, welcome to the Yams. You're moving up. We're desperate for speed and secondary players at this point. All right, here's McGinnis now. So, very interested to see what he comes out to be. So, we're going to move him up the board as well. We're going to put him up next to Webb here. Those are going to kind of be our stars, I'm thinking, of the class. All right, corner, welcome to the board. All right, 4 corners. That's it. We've only had 1 capable corner that we've been able to recruit in our first 3 cycles. Now we have 4 in this cycle. That is huge. All right, we got these 2 defensive tackles. We got to make sure we keep these guys in our kind of our snipe here. So we'll put them under the safeties because I don't think they're as important, as we do have some guys there, but and we have a couple of safeties as well down here. Okay. And then these 2, let's offer scholarships. So I'm willing to take a lesser class to get the guys at the correct positions, if that makes sense. We need to build up this secondary as much as we can, so having this class filled with secondary players, I'm more than fine with, right? Okay, so now let's start scouting these guys. Like I said, Sean Boyd, we do not care how good he is, how bad he is. We're not going to scout him. Do not care. But McGillis, I want to see this guy. Come on. Deep routes, not very good. Good excel. Good agility. All right, I'm intrigued. Medium routes. Short routes. Okay. Let's just fully scout him. I don't care. 93 speed. Eric McGinnis. Come on, baby. All right, he's #1 right now. Now, what is Webb? They're saying he's a running back. Juke move, agility. 90 speed, exactly what we need. I don't need to see anything else. He and McGinnis, those are the top two guys. Corners, you can play corner, thank you. You're coming to the team. Let's just get like one shot on all these guys. The good thing about the corners is they're all coming to the team. I don't even care. We don't even need to scout them. Same thing with the safeties. Don't even need to scout them. But just going to fling 10 points on them just to get a gauge. In case we end up having to make decisions at some point. 79 speed, that's gross, but we need them. All right, defensive tackle looking okay. All right, so the top 13, I mean, okay, the top 11 are locked in. Those guys are who we're going after first. It doesn't really even matter. Now it's time to find some more hitting guys. So like a guard here that could be really good. Good, 80 pass block. That's really good for a 3-star. All right, he is a pass blocking specialist. I am intrigued by that. So, for instance, I don't need tackles that much, but he's going to go above the defensive tackles in terms of priority because I really like the way he's vibing. Muti, block shedding seems pretty good. We're going to move on, though. Clayton DeVoe, we're not necessarily all that into him now. Unless he has insane speed, he doesn't. Okay, so he is not a priority. We're going to move him way down the board here. Sorry. All right, let's keep it going here. All right, so we'll scout the quarterbacks now. Like, I don't really need a quarterback, but it's nice to bring these type of guys in. 63 speed. I'm not really into that. Sorry. I'm probably going to remove him from the board. A JUCO tight end, blocking. Bleh. It's more of a last season kind of a thing. Run stopper here. So not sure if they would put him at... He's probably a linebacker. Spencer Quick. 86 speed. Good block shed. All right, I'm intrigued by him. So we'll move him up under Bradford here. .88 throw power for Gage Thompson, okay. What's the speed looks like? He has Option King, that's pretty good. 85 speed, Magician, Road Dog. This guy looks to be pretty good. All right, he might be quarterback of the future, so we'll put him up here as well. All right, Mr. Dragos, he has an elite name. Can he help us, though? Good speed, 90 speed. Come on, 83. You're bad, buddy. I'll bring him in if I can because of the name, but I'm not moving him up the board for 83 speed. We're done with the bad speed guys. Another good pass blocker, bad run block. Not going to move him up. Corin Cadet, 89 throw power, 79 speed. 3-star quarterback. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't need him. Sorry, we're not bringing him in. Reggie Adai. Does he have good speed? Bust. All right, I'm going to remove him from the board. 78 speed, I don't want it. Johnny Gillespie. 95 throw power. I am intrigued. Look at that speed. 88 speed. Oh! All right, Johnny. All right, so between Johnny and Thompson, we've got 95 and 88, 88 and 85. Oh, Johnny Gillespie, so much better. They're both from Littleton, Colorado, probably on the same team. He's 6'4", he's 6'1". I like Gillespie more, though. All right, so actually, though, I mean, honestly, I kind of want to bring them both in, so we're going to offer them both scholarships. Why not? We need some depth, right? Not bad to have 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Okay. Here is an edge rusher. We're running out of points here, so I want to make sure I can at least look at this receiver. 81 speed, just not very good. Okay, and then Allen here. 78 speed, 81 finesse. I don't really care about that. Good speed, hit power. I mean, he's worthy of you know. So let's put him under the quarterbacks. Now the question is, how good are these guys? I'm gonna do more. Okay, block shedding's bad, strength's good, bad speed. Like these guys are just more just like a body. Finesse move, strength, pursuit. Okay, so Treyer's better. Okay, so we'll move Treyer above all these guys. All right, so that's how the board is going to sit, at least for now. We got 35 more points. So let's go to the prospect list here. And let's go back to Colorado and see if there's anybody else that we can take a look at potentially here. Took these guys off the board. Okay, so right tackles, middle linebacker might be worth bringing in. We'll add him to the board. And also, I haven't seen a lot of guards, so let me take a look at this guard. Because I want to still be recruiting offensive linemen while we do all this. Don't want to go away from the places that we're actually good at, right? So remember, can't go after these guys. They're not interested in us, even though they're open. So now the 2 stars we can. We already got Montgomery on the board. Tackle. Okay, fullback. Sergio Free. Another guard. Goats. And then we'll also put... Yeah, I think that's what we want. I mean, this guy's an athlete. What is he? Power rusher. Okay, so that's 3 more guys I've just added to the board. So we only have a chance to scout each of them once, so let's do that. 80 tackle, 58 zones, really, really tough. .77 impact, not really into him all that much. Run blocking is decent. I mean, not really, but... Nick Goats. 80 tackle, though, that's the... I could always move him to edge. He's 232 pounds. I think he's the one that will give the scholarship at least. All right, so that's going to do it for our preseason scouting. I think we did a really great job. I think that we've got a very nice plan for this season. So now let's look at the schedule, of course. So they want us to play Utah again this year. We're keeping this game. We're playing the Denton Fatties. Hell yeah, we're going to go to Denton, beat the Fatties. This is one good thing, though, I do like about this game. They show you last year's record. I don't really care about Central Michigan, to be honest. Colorado State, I want to keep this. So, okay, and this year I want to make sure I have 6 home games. Last season we did not have 6 home games. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locked in conference. So that's 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we currently have 7. What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I need to change one of these. All right. So, obviously, we got to play Boise State. So, why don't we open the season against Boise State? I think we played on the blue turf last season, right? Let me go check. Because I really don't want to. This is always a really hard team. Let's go see the... Where the heck? Come on, show all the videos. Here we go. Okay, we went on the road. So, they have to come to us this year. Come to Geyser Field. Wah wah. We'll play the Denton Fatties. I like that. And then we need one really hard game, and it needs to be... That means we're going to go on the road to Colorado State then, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to change this. 6. Okay. So we got to go on the road to somebody that's difficult. All right. Who is going to be a fun and tough team to go on the road to face? Do we go face the national champions? I kind of want to do a rematch of our of the bowl game. Oh, they're not available. Week 5 is kind of weird. Notre Dame could be fun, going to that type of environment. It is kind of a squash match, of course, wherever we end up going, but we could have our safety do a revenge game. Who's a team that we have some potential SFA ties with? Should we go face Mushbrain, do a little Conference USA muckabout? UNLV, Washington State. I'm liking going to Notre Dame. This is like one of those where it's like going on the road to Notre Dame. That's a huge game for us. We'll probably be 1-2 or 2-1. All right, so we're gonna face Boise at home to start the year. Then we'll go on the road to to the Denton Fatties. New Mexico. All right, I'm loving this schedule. We always play Colorado State and Boise State. I'm fine with that. And this year we end with UTEP instead of New Mexico for once. I love that schedule. Save. Hell yeah, we're saving that schedule. Hell yeah. All right. Preseason top 25. We are nowhere to be seen. Florida's your number 1 team. Do they have a overalls? Yeah, they do. All right, so Nevada looks like projected to win the conference yet again. We're number 2. And UTSA, UTEP are pretty good. All right, so everybody's getting a bit better here, but Nevada's still the team to beat. All right, might be time to do red shirts as well. So, yeah. So quarterbacks, we can't redshirt anybody. Running backs, I think we will redshirt Hannon. Actually, I don't think we will. He'll just be our Hardy from previous years, a little speed back. So we'll see what he can do as a true freshman. Not gonna redshirt anybody here. I don't think I can redshirt him. I don't need to. We will redshirt Crother. Okay, so with like all of our bonuses, Hester's playing like an 80, I guess. But we'll redshirt both these guys. We'll redshirt all of these right guards. We'll redshirt Venable. All right, man. Who do I end up then starting here? That's the question. Well, neither of them are going to start because Hare is going to start along with Nasser. So I don't think I can redshirt them because I need depth. So I don't think they're getting redshirted. Defensive tackle. I don't think I can redshirt anybody here, to be quite honest with you. We have 2 true freshman starters. The 2 junior transfers are going to be the depth pieces. I think linebackers where I could probably... Yeah, I think I'm going to redshirt all of... For sure, him. Yeah, so Jamie Beaver might start at some point, an elite name, but not this year. And then, I mean, we might as well not even look at corner. We got to start everybody here. This is going to be a rough season. McGarry, save us. Aviles. And Lamp. I forgot to look at Lamp. He's a 70 overall. We've got 3 punters on the team. All right. So that's what our that's going to end up looking like. Oh, man. All right, so let me set the initial depth chart at least, and then we'll get into some practice before we end the episode. So it's going to be Antwine, Hannon, and then sure, we'll put Fehoko as number 3. Reisner's the starter. Debata Wall. All right, Hotch, England, and Ham. Coxie will be our number 4. This looks great to me. That's what we'll go with. Tight end, excited to see what Dallas can do. He'll be in, like I said, that Gunderson role. Left tackle, they want me to start Sutton here. I don't know if I like that. No, sorry. We're going to start the true freshman. I made a promise to him. Oh, they have him starting somewhere else, I guess. So Fuller's starting there. Jamerson starting there. Miranda. Okay, I don't know why he's starting at right tackle. I don't want him at right tackle. I would like my left tackle to start at left tackle. Duvernay will be right underneath him as the backup. And Duvernay will also be the backup over here. Do I want to redshirt Duvernay? Probably. Since he will not be starting. Yeah, so we'll go back and we'll redshirt Duvernay here. So I'll get him at least out of the depth chart. Why did the overalls just change so drastically there? 75 overall Sutton? Not sure. Why is he an 81 over here? This makes no sense. That has to be a visual glitch, right? If I put Duvernay in... Alright, Duvernay's going to start, I guess. If he's the higher overall. I mean, pass block. He's better at pass blocking, run blocking. He's way better. What? That has to be a visual glitch. Alright. So I am going to redshirt Duvernay. Looks like Yelk will be there. Okay. Left end, Hare will start. Right end, Nasir will start. That's fine. Quincy Neighbors and Boone. I gotta figure out which side the star goes on. Like, the question just becomes whose coverage is better. 79. Okay, Slack will probably be our middle linebacker. I think I'm okay with that, even though he's not as fast. What's Rahman's... Like, just keeping Rahman in his vibe. Yeah, he's not as good in coverage. So, okay. We'll try Slack at middle linebacker. And then we'll try Lissimore on the right side here. I want Lissimore on the side that doesn't play as much. Corner. Okay, I do not want my starting safety, though, in the corner room. So we'll have... But Eckert also starts. Okay, so that means... It's going to have to be Eakin and McGarry as our depth guys here because I do not want my starters to be... Yeah, and Eckert is a starter. Matthew Eckert, yes, so definitely not going to do that. Kicker, Aviles, of course. Punter, Hardrick again. And return man, we got to see who is the fastest on the team. I think it's going to be Oki, but I don't want my starter doing this, of course. So I think I'm fine with it being Hannon and it being Chris Ham again. So we'll try Hannon and Ham, but I'm going to have Hannon do the punt returning. Long snapper, third down running back, we'll just keep Antwine. Slot receiver is always England. I don't know what a sub linebacker is, but I feel like it should be Rahman and Slack, yeah. Slot corner is going to be Morton. Oh, lordy, this team is weird. All right, let's get Duvernay redshirted, and then we'll go into practice. He is a 75, but he has a lot, so he just doesn't have as good of strength. So that's the question. Who do you start then? The guy who has a lot better ratings or the guy that has less strength? Like, he has 99 run block power. Yeah, we're starting him. Yeah, I'm redshirting Duvernay. We're going to take Sutton. If he sucks, I can always break the red shirt or try Exum, right? But come on, we're trying Earl Sutton here. Okay. All right, so that's at least what it looks like. Might change up the linebacker, and then also the cornerback depth chart is something we might have to look at too. But nonetheless, let's go to week 1. And we'll go back into recruiting, I think, and give out some points. We're in the top 8, so nobody's taken us off their board. That's good. All right, so we're officially in week 1 of the new year. I guess week 0. We have 500 hours a week this year. So you already know the drill. Unfortunately, we have to send the house and go max and get Montana guys. It's just part of the game. It's not updating his hours, but we can do 65 on him. Okay. McGinnis. Send the house, of course. This stuff, for whatever reason's taken forever. And I'm just also keeping an eye on the right side, seeing if we get lucky and knowing some stuff. But for right now, it's just about going max on our boys. Except, do I want to go max on everybody? How many more do I get? Yeah, we'll see how many the max gives us, and then we'll go from there. It's definitely going to give us the max on, like, Spielman and Goldstein. So we already know 1 for him. We're in the lead. All right. It's so difficult. I want to put points on all these guys. All right, I mean, I guess at least initially, let's put the 10 on all the guys that we're interested in. those, like, because those are the top 6 or the top 5 prospects that, like, we have to have. But I do want to keep pace on everybody else as well. And then once I add the 10 to all these guys, then we'll, because this is the first year where we actually have a really deep board. Like, the last couple of years, it's just kind of been just filling up the board with anybody and everybody that we could go after. But now it's like we have targets that we are actually intrigued by throughout the board. So we'll just put 10 on everybody. And I think Allen was the last one where it's like, okay, I want him. Okay. So we got 55 hours left. I'm just going to also, as I'm scrolling up, we've got 2 for him, but we can't even hard sell yet, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, so we got to figure out who are the most important prospects to us at this point. 90 speed. We don't know the actual coverage ratings for Montgomery. These guys are definitely depth. 74 zone. I think Javier Voice is going to be one of those guys we put points into. This is a really good tackle. Like, I want to put points into the quarterback, but it just seems like it's such a dumb idea since we have Crumpler, which it is. All right, so we're going to for sure go with, like, we'll still probably end up getting them. It's just I want to be sure. All right, so we will max out, boys. All right, so that's how the board looks initially. We have 6 guys we're going all in on. Having to go all in on this tight end stinks, but that's just part of the deal. You got to attack home. You got to reel in home, right? So that's what we're doing. Excited to see what happens with this team. Let's get on into some practice here, though, and the next episode we'll do the rest of that. I just want to make sure I get the team to where we want it. So here we go. Let me turn up the volume here. All right. So very good offseason. I'm actually very excited for this year now. I know that we are really struggling with depth on defense, but it's really making me intrigued, at least on random curl. I don't like that. Where's, like, random play? How do I do random play type? All right. Oh, by the top. Okay, so we'll do random shotgun pass. On defense, we are going to be... Why did my playbook change? All right, well, we'll go in the nickel here. All right, so here's Crumpler, Ham, Hotch, England, Antwine, the new guy. So this looks good. I need to see who's playing on defense. Hold on. So on defense, they had 51. Okay, so Rahman was in there. Middle linebacker is Slack. Okay, so it's those 2 in there. But the question is, where do they play in the 3-3-5, right? So I'm actually going to return to the hub here because I got to get my playbook in. Because I got to see, because I got to make sure Rahman's on the same side he was last year. That right side, because he absolutely dominated. Why am I going to the injury report? It's week 1. So free practice. Team settings, offense, Penn State. Defense, 3-5. So why is it doing that? I don't know. All right. interesting. Alright, well, we'll do a random shotgun pass, at least initially. See, like, where's my 335? Alright, whatever. We'll just chill in the nickel. I'm over it. And that's intercepted on the first play. New guy. Eckert, I think that was. Who's number 15? What a play early. The strong safety. Yeah, that's Eckert making the play. And what is his vibe, dude? He literally has arm sleeves and everything. What in the world? All right. And I also know that we need to go through the rating splits or whatever. So we'll go look at that stuff too. Not a great start here for Crumpler. Who's this? Antoine, his first touch. Very excited for the edge rushers, though. Like Hare coming in. England. So Oki is starting now. All right, here's Coxie. We practiced with him last year, decided to redshirt him. JC England back for another year. No separation, threw it right to Ramen, of course. So JC England really not attacking this this true freshman corner Morton all that well, so that's at least intriguing. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, so Hare is on the right side. That means Nasir's on that left side on the pass rusher. Pop by Henderson, all right. Gotta change some of these guys' looks. I don't like the... There we go. Ham. Hop over. Xavier Brown in mid-season form getting exposed. Okay, so the guy in the hoodie is our transfer from Illinois. We'll have to change that. I don't like that hoodie look. EJ Henderson. So not entirely impressed with the passing offense here. Nice throw to England there. Like the way the defense is playing. Coxie. He can't hang on. That's picked off. Man, we're getting smoked. Okay, let's change the play here. So I want to try running now because we have a new guy. So let's try the outside handoff, of course. We'll stay in nickel because that's closest to our base defense. So Antoine, our new running back here. I do like doing a lot of these outside runs. Is it just doing the same play? Why? Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at this. Run. Give me a random run. Alright, let's just try a QB run here. I want to see how Crumpler... Now with wear and tear, I don't know how much I'll be running with Crumpler. He is a lot better. Nice. We randomized the sneak in there. Like, I thought we might go a little bit more triple option or read option, but... All right. So let's flip sides here. So I'm going to be on the defense now because I got to see, okay, Ramen's in his right place here. So that's what I needed to see on our defense, and then we'll just have him do pistol or something. So Lissy, Moore, Slack, and Ramen. That's what I want. So in sub linebacker, I have to switch Slack, and I have to switch Ramen. That's the only change we have to make. Neighbors, Nasir, McGarry. Okay, and I might have to switch the backup safety because I don't know if I want McGarry here. Why are they not snapping the ball? All right. Anyways, let's end that. We'll switch some gear and go through those player caps before we get on out of here for this episode. But I just want to make sure I get this locked in the way I want it so we can hit the ground running because we're playing one of the most important teams. So Ramen will be number 1 in sub linebacker. And then safety, I think, would I rather have Eakin or Brock McGarry in the slot there on the 3-3-5? Speed Eakin. But the tackling, like that kind of stuff. Oh, the pursuit. Like in the run game, he's a lot better. I think he'll get exposed in the pass game more, though, than Eakin. That's the problem. Man. McGarry's just going to get exposed in coverage too much. So we're going to put Eakin in there. Just because that man coverage, which we often put our corners in because we run a lot of those blitzes, I'd rather have the worst tackling and stuff from that guy than have a liability in man. Alright, so we'll put Eakin there. Alright, so let's view our roster. We'll take a look at some of these guys that have come on in. So Hannon, this is a new player on our team. And he has that star Deb trait. And those are his caps. So probably not a ton of room for him to get better. We'll see what happens. Wide receivers. This is the guy from Montana. He has normal Dev trait. And his ratings, he's already pretty much capped, so he's not going to be good. Not a lot of potential there. Here's a freshman tight end. Once again, also not too much room to get better. Alright, Hester, come on. He's a star, and yeah, look at that. He is going to be incredible. Footwork can go up a shitload. Oh, baby. Alright, Lee Hester's a monster. I like his fit as well. These guys are getting redshirted, but we'll take a look at them. Normal. Some decent opportunity there. Why does it go to Coat? I don't know. I wanted Addington. Chuck. Right. Guard, we didn't bring anybody in. These are all freshmen, but Thomas Witten. There's some decent opportunity there. So it's looking like Lee Hester is going to be the best player in the class for us, at least on the offensive side. Because we're not going to have a lot of freshman starters. More so, some more of those... oh, he has a big opportunity to get better. Okay, Joe Patton. Venable. I don't know if he's new. Like the hairdo, though, bud. Alright, Duvernay. What does he look like? He's getting redshirted. He's impact. All right, a lot of opportunity there. He's going to be good for us. Love to see it. All right, here's these freshmen. This is where it starts getting huge. So these guys are going to be depth this year. There is opportunity there for Ramsauer. I like his fit. We're not going to change it. As long as they don't have anything super kooky going on, I'm not really all that enamored. A lot of big-time caps here. He's star, so Kohler's going to be probably a star for us in the future. Right end, we already see these guys. Except I want to look at Nasir because he's new for us. He might get better during the season. Okay, he doesn't look crazy or anything. We'll take that. All right, Eric Boone, he will play for us in the nickel. Normal dev. All right, he's already maxed out on power, but can definitely help himself out in other areas. Jerry Fry, an elite name. Not the best player, that's okay. Linebacker. All right, here's Darisaw, the transfer, one of the transfers we got. Hindsight, we might not have needed Darisaw this season. I think he still is worth bringing in for sure. Otis Truman. And then Jamie Beaver. Come on, baby. I know he's impact. Oh, he has aura. And he has massive skill caps. Come on, Jamie Beaver. You insta-committed for a reason, Slime. Alright, middle linebackers. Slade Schmitz, an elite name. Not big skill caps, unfortunately. Brian Mount, super low overall. He's normal dev, and he has a lot of room to grow. Corner. We just saw Theo Morton. He's wearing number 12. A lot of room to grow for him. All right, so that's at least encouraging. We'll see how he plays. All right, and now Tyrone Kinney. We need to change his fit. He looks ridiculous. One of the better players on the team, but definitely we need to edit this guy. What in the world? So I'm fine with the number 37. I do not care about that, but all right, let's edit the gear here. Headgear's fine. Torso, not so much. Let's fix the torso here. Oh, the sleeves? Yeah, we'll just go. Yeah, we don't need to go crazy with him. All right, there we go. That's a little bit easier to stomach here. All right. Now, Eakin, the freshman, let's take a look, see how... Okay, so it was Eakin in the slot there that was starting to cook, so I do want him on the field more. He was clamping up J.C. England. He has a lot of room to grow, very excited. The quickness and stuff's not going to get better. That's okay. We'll see how he plays. All right, the aura of Matthew Ecker. What in the world is this fit? There's no way. We're not letting you go out there looking like that. I'll let you have the arm sleeves, but only Lamar Lanes can pull that look off. Come on, Slime. There we go. My goodness. I'm fine with the arm sleeves. What in the world? And then here's McGarry. Let's see what McGarry looks like. Normal dev, number 11. Some decent chances that you need the pass coverage to go up, man. This is terrible right now. But we can't really get too mad at things because our team's not very good. All right, how does Lamp look? Alfonso Lamp. Let him cook, baby. All right, he can get better in those areas. Like to see that. Okay, so now that everything's looking good, let's jump back into practice here, at least for a second. Because I do actually want to get used to Tevin Crumpler here, see what he can and cannot do. So this is one of those, let me go to play type here. Passes from the shotgun, and then we'll get them in the nickel, because now Ramon's in the correct place here. There we go. And then can I respot the ball? I can. Because we'll see how far Crumpler can throw it here. As he throws, intercepted by Slack, our new middle linebacker. And sacked here off the edge. Oh, a little hurdle from JC. He beats Slack. There goes Antoine. What a play for the running back. Oh, he breaks away. Let him cook. All right, Antoine. I like to see that. All right. So the deep ball is okay here from Tevin. It's definitely doesn't jump off the hand like a Xavier Jarvis ball, but he can get it there. Oh. Throwing on the run. All right, here's Dallas, number 81, our tight end. We'll just chuck it up to him, see what happens. It's our new tight end 2. This is a play that we had a lot of success with last season. Doesn't work there. All right, I like the throw power here from Tevin. Feels like he can actually rifle it in there. I'm not... Like, that got in there pretty quickly, and I'm not going to red like I had to for Xavier Jarvis every time. There's the Yam. He gets it down there. Intercepted. Xavier Brown. Glad they didn't transfer. Throwing motion is a bit slower, I'm kind of feeling here. I time my routes a little bit better. Might just be nitpicking. That's intercepted by Timioki. He'll be starting this year. We have a lot of Big Ten transfers in the secondary. I guess 2. Illinois and Northwestern. We also got Alabama transfer back there. All right, let's see Crumpler take off here. He has 85 speed. He does have some ability. All right, that's an absolute yam. That's about as far as he can throw it here. There's a pick for Eckert. All right, it feels like the defense is a bit more jumping the ball this year, which is what I like to see. Last year, remember, we only had like 3 picks or something disgusting. Love that we can now grow in this core, though. We have the same top 3 receiving targets plus tight end, and then we add Coxie, who we already were impressed by last year. Remember, he's a converted tight end. We just didn't really have space for him on the roster this year. Miscommunication that time with Antoine. Okay, so let's change it up. Let's go down into like the pistol and run some actual run plays as well. Because we do run pistol a lot. Like, for instance, I really like this formation. Alright, they immediately want me in a... Yeah, we're not gonna be running too much option here. Why? I said random. There we go. Like, there's no way that's all the plays in here. Throw on the run. Bad throw there. There we go. Fajoko. Alright, so I can't have Fajoko there. I need to get Stan Reisner back. Why is Fajoko in there? Stan Reisner is our fullback, damn it. I will not throw it to Fajoko. Either our defense is insanely good this year, or our offense just is booty cheeks. Because why are our guys not getting open? Oh, Antoine looking good. There we go. Finally running the stretch, which is really what I just wanted to run. And Antoine now has speed, man. How great is that? It's not great speed, but it's speed to get through a hole every now and then. There we go, Antoine. Hurdle! Nice, there goes Fajoko. Hurdle! On the run, and he hits it. All right, so Crumpler can throw on the run a little bit. All right, let me stop that. Bring the blitz. No deep safety. Koch can't do anything. Yeah, he could still throw that on the run, so it doesn't go flat. He can still get it over corners and stuff. There goes Antoine. Look at him hit the hole. It's so much better than Sean Martin. All right, let's see. How far can we get a Yam to connect? No. We do have really fast corners for what it is worth. There goes BJ. There's a nice play. Oh my gosh, come on. All right, we'll finish it on one more good play here. Oh, that could be juicy. Come on. Caught by Chris Ham. Bang! All right, that will do it here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back for the season opener against Boise State.